this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm going to show you how to make this little card. It's a really lovely little birth congratulations card. The one I made that I've already shown you on my blog, I made in shades of pink and peach and sort of generally for a little girl. Today we're going to make a more boyish version because I need one of those in my stash. I like to have cards for every occasion in my stash, so when one of my friends, or more likely my daughter's friends or my son's friends, have a baby, I'd like to have cards lined up ready to send. So this greeting here is from the Celebrating You set, which is still in the annual catalogue. Welcome Little One, which is just quite nice to put on a baby card. So let's get started. So on this card I used Petal Pink, Blushing Bride and Crumb Cake. Today we're going to use Soft Sea Foam, Balmy Blue and Smoky Slate. So I'm going to start off with make a card blank in Soft Sea Foam. So I'm just going to cut my piece of A4 card in half at 15 centimetres. And then I'm going to score it at 10.5 centimetres. So that's our card blank. Put that to one side. I'm then going to cut a piece of Balmy Blue to, I've written this crease down here, 14 by, so I'm taking this down by a whole inch, so it's going to be quite a wide border, a whole centimetre, sorry, be quite a wide border. So, right, no, this way, do it this way, what is it, 9.5 this way, so 9.5 by 14, so it's going to be quite a wide border around the edge there. There we go. There we go. Sorry, don't seem to have my brain in gear this afternoon. And then we need a white panel, which needs to be just 0.5 centimetre smaller than that panel we just cut. So it's going to be 13.5. So this is going to be a smaller border by 9 centimetres. So the first one I came down by a whole centimetre. The second one I've come down by 0.5 centimetre from the other one. There we go. While I'm here, I'm just going to cut another panel that measures 9.5 by 14, which is going to go in the centre of my card. There we go, that will be ready for later. Right, okay, so do our stamping first, I think, before we start gluing. So let's take our piece of white, basic white cardstock, and I've got my 3 stamp pads here. I am going to open them all. Might be living a bit dangerously, but we'll give it a go. And I'm going to try and remember to stamp off every time, so I want very pastel colours. That's what I did on this. I stamped off every time. So I'm going to do that this time, but I'm not very good at remembering, so you'll all be screaming at me to stamp it off, and I'll be forgetting. But we'll give it a go. I'm just going to get my stamping chamois out so that I've got that to change colours as well. Just going to get that out and put that at the top there. Right, are we ready to start stamping? I think so. So let's start with Balmy Blue. So in your ink pad, stamp off quickly and then stamp. Oh yes, that's a nice colour. Pleased with that. I might just do another one of those just while I've got the colour on. Do one there. There, that's good. I'm going to clean. I'm going to do Soft Sea Foam, which is a very light colour to begin with, so I'm hoping this will look all right. Oh, that's fine. Might do another one. Do one here. There we go. And then clean off. And then do Smoky Slate. Yes, that definitely needed stamping off there. There we go. Let's carry on with Smoky Slate. Do one there. Right, and then we'll go back to what should we go back to? Actually, that needs to be another smoky slate in there, I think. So we'll do another one up here. There we go. I think we'll do a soft sea foam in that space there. So you can spend, thinking that's most chamois. You can do as many, or you can spread these out as much as you want to. So you don't have to do your hearts as close together as I'm doing. I must admit, I find it easier to do one coloured stamp and then another, rather than doing too many at a time, so I find the placement a bit tricky. Let's do another balmy blue, despite what I just said. I'm going to do another one. So I'm just really playing this by ear. So totally up to you how you want to do it. And I'm going to fill in any of the gaps with one of the littler stamps in a minute. So if there are any glaring gaps, then you can fill them in like so. And then maybe another smoky slate down the bottom there. Oh, that's somebody sending me an email, that ping. There we go. And then I just want to get some part ones because I've done them all inside. So I'm just going to try and get some part ones and the edges. There, what does that look like? Right, okay, that's fine with that one. And now this one, what I've done, so this one comes in a stamp with 3 little hearts on, and I've just cut this little heart off. So you will have to adulterate your stamp set if you want to do the same. It's very easy to put it back together again, doesn't really affect it. And of course this stamp set will be going at the end of June. So if you want it, if you want to add it to your stash, you need to get it now, because otherwise it's at the moment it's while stocks last. So it won't be around forever. Put that one there. Okay, let's clean that off. Let's do a few little green ones. So many pads open here, I'm getting a muddle about which I'm doing. Trying to think about too many things at once. There. And then we'll just do a few grey ones. And then that's all our stamping done, apart from the sentiment. So we'll do one going off at the top there. Do one down here. You need to be careful that if you only stamp part of a heart, you still need to ink it up to stamp the other one, otherwise you'll get an uneven image. Put one in here. Right, is that enough, do you think? Maybe another, I think I might do another soft sea foam at the top there. Like so. And I think that's all I'm going to do. Quite liking that colour scheme. Put all my stamp pads away. I very rarely do that where I have 3 stamp pads open, because I'm always putting the wrong stamp in the wrong one, but just for today I tried that. Right, okay, let's come back to our card blank. So we've scored our card blank, so we can just burnish that fold. Our balmy blue layer is going to go on there, so I'm using Tombow, so it'll give me a bit of wiggle room. She's getting very empty, my Tombow. I'm going to have to fill this, open a new one, I think. Yeah, very, very empty. That. Just grabbing my silicone brush just to brush this, which will give me less wiggle room because the glue is much thinner, so it will dry much more quickly, but still should be enough to get me make sure I get it in the right place. So we're trying to get so that your borders are straight and that they're equidistant on either and every side, like so. There we go. And then our stamped piece of cardstock is going to go in the middle there. Oh, that's quite nice, isn't it? Quite liking that colour scheme. It's not too blue. I don't like things that are too baby blue and pink for baby, so this is quite a nice compromise. It's sort of a bit of a different colour, but still quite masculine, I think, for a baby boy. Although seem to be making baby girls around here just recently. I've had my nephew's girlfriend had a baby, and my hairdresser had a baby, and my friend's daughter had a baby. They've all had girls, so we seem to be in a girl phase over here at the minute. There we go. Right, there we go. There's all the stamping, or most of the stamping and the background done. And then we're going to take that stamp out of here. Welcome, little one. Find a block to put that on. This is a B block, which is big enough for that. Need a little bit of Whisper White, which, oh, here we go. Just a little bit there. There we go. How good is that? I'm going to stamp it in Balmy Blue, I think. Better stamp it off again, I think, because otherwise it might look a bit too in your face. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. And then I'm going to, I might need to cut this down a little bit yet. Too big. Right, now can I get this in line? There we go. And then I just need a little bit of, I think I might do it in the blue again, just to re-emphasise that this is blue for a boy. But you can choose whatever colour you would like to do. And if you want to be completely non-traditional, of course, you can do whatever colours you like. You can do purple or orange, whatever you like, yellow. No rules, you do your own thing. A lot of people, some people when they have a girl do object to pink. And apparently it used to be the other way around. I find this absolutely fascinating that about 100 years ago it was the other way around, that pink was for boys. And I heard a story about why it changed. I can't remember all the details now, but I thought that was fascinating how we've just, you know, if you asked anybody now it would be pink for a girl, but you know, it hasn't always been that way. How interesting. Right, I'm just trying to get this centered, which isn't always easy on this oval. Just trying to get it so that it's in the middle of that oval. And then we just need a couple of dimensionals on the back there. Actually, I'm going to cut them in half because they will be fine as halves. And I can spread them out a bit. Like so. Nothing if not a thrifty crafter. There we go. There we go. And that goes there. And then we're just going to do the panel to go inside. Which goes inside like that. But before we do that, we're going to take our Balmy Blue again. And in my, where's my pink one? In this one, I just did a little heart down the bottom there, so I'm going to do the same but in Balmy Blue this time. Balmy Blue, stamp it off in the corner. There we go, beautiful. Really does enhance these colours doing this stamping off. I really like the pastel versions that you get. There we go. And again, my wonderful silicone brush, courtesy of my good friend Jez, who's under Nigeza, if you want to check out any of her projects. There we go. And there we go. And we're done. So there are my two cards, one for boy, one for girl. ready to put in my stash, ready for when anybody I know has a baby anytime soon. Thank you so much for watching me today. I hope you've enjoyed watching my project, and I'll see you again really soon. Please do come back and see what I'm up to. If you don't want to miss anything, press the subscribe button below. Thanks very much. I'll see you soon. Bye.